Welcome to Lifestyles with Terry Lynn. Happy Halloween, everyone. It's finally here. And it's time to make some cutout cookies with fall and Halloween designs. So I'm going to show you the ingredients, everything I'm going to put in it, and I'm going to mix it together, and we're going to go from there. To make the cookie dough, you'll need 1 cup of sugar, 2 sticks of margarine or butter, 1 3/4 cup of flour, a teaspoon of vanilla, 1 egg, a half a teaspoon of baking powder, and a half a teaspoon of salt. To soften your butter or margarine, you can microwave for about 6 seconds. Beat your egg up ahead of time in a small bowl with a fork. This will guarantee you get everything mixed up real well with the egg. In a large mixing bowl, combine the margarine or butter, your sugar, and go ahead and cream them together. That's why you should make sure your butter or margarine is soft, so it creams well with the sugar. And just work at it, take your time with it, and enjoy. It's fun. This part's easy. All right, you can combine the egg with it now, the beat up egg. And then mix that together. Next will be the vanilla. Okay. Don't forget the vanilla, it gives it amazing flavor. Without it, the flavor is not the same. I know from experience. Okay, now flour. Very gradually add your flour. I'm going to add the flour gradually, and I'll be right back. Another step is to add your baking powder, which is half a teaspoon, and your salt before you add all the flour. Mix them together. Some people do that in a separate bowl. I just tried to remember to do it in the measuring cup with the flour before I add all of it to the mix. And then just mix that like this, so it's evenly mixed with the flour. If you add any more baking powder than that, you'll have trouble keeping your shapes. That's why I decreased it years ago. So this is my own recipe, okay, that I worked with on my own for cutout cookies specifically. If you're not making cutout cookies, you can increase the amount of baking powder. This is mixing cookie dough by hand. You can always use a mixer for this. I prefer to do it the old-fashioned way. So I'm going to add the rest of my flour, stir that in there, and I may play music for this, so I think I'll go ahead and do it. Sticky, just add a little extra flour, and have flour in a little bowl nearby, because you got to flour your board. You get your rolling pin ready too. Okay. time to do the rolling. Just put flour, lots of flour on your rolling pin. Out of the way. This is the French rolling pin I ordered and it arrived a couple weeks ago. Just roll it out. About 1/4 inch or so, and then you can gather your cookie cutters. I'm just going to use 3 cookie cutters and keep it simple today. A bat, a pumpkin, and a maple leaf. Now I need to put the cookie cutters in flour before I do my cutout for the dough. Just be sure to put them in flour. And the sharp part, downward. Okay, now I need a pan. Before placing the cookie dough on the pan, I need to light my oven to 375. Here's where parchment paper comes in handy. If you have an old pan that's non-stick, I would do a thin layer of cooking spray. Otherwise, if you have a non-stick sheet pan, you should be fine without spraying. Whatever you think is best, but parchment paper is the best way to go from my experience. Now you just gently wiggle your cookie cutters like this. And you have a little bat or whatever cookie cutter shape you're using. I have a pumpkin. Place that on the parchment paper. And I separate them. There's not much baking powder, but I don't like them clumping together. A little maple leaf. And I need to do some more cookie cutters. Okay, I need to do some more shapes. Let's do a pumpkin. Let's do another bat. And the maple leaf, of course. I have my tray filled up with cookie dough shapes, and I'm going to put it in the oven for about 7 to 10 minutes. I'll check it after 7 minutes. While we're waiting for the cookies to bake, I'll show you what I'm going to use to decorate them with. I'm going to use icing on all of them. So I have the icing orange, and this is chocolate. Hopefully it will look black for the bats. But I also have sprinkles. So what you could also do, if you don't want icing, you could put sprinkles directly on the dough before you put them in the oven, on the cookie dough shapes. You would just go ahead and sprinkle them with these fun shapes. Fun sprinkles. I've always got to mess up everything, don't I? Oh well, it's Halloween. Let's have a good time, everyone. The little doggies are down here running around. They had a blast yesterday at the park. So I hope everyone's doing fine. I think I'll take a moment to show you some more of my decorations. And I'll try not to let the cookies burn, I promise. Woo! Ooh, candy, man. Wow. Whatever cookie dough you don't use immediately, you can store in the refrigerator I've stored it up to 2 weeks. Maybe even longer. Or you can freeze it for a very long time, for months at a time, and reuse later on during the other holidays. Alrighty then, our cookies are done. They baked for about 9 minutes. Now they need to cool completely before you ice them. I love this bat. My husband added orange lips and fangs and orange eyeballs to his bat to give it more character and color. Here's what my husband did, and I'm going to try to do the rest. They'll be more abstract than this, I'm sure. I may not do sprinkles because this looks pretty good. It's best to take your time and go slow with this. I found that out. And have fun with it, enjoy it, get the kids participating. They could have their own little plate and do their cookies on another plate or something. It's a lot of fun. Just take your time. The tubing, you just cut it a little bit. You don't want it too much to come out. All right, then I'm going to do this last one, and I'll be right back. See, it's best to do the outline first. Yeah, and then go from there. Then fill in with design or eyeballs or something. Here's the finished product. My husband and I had so much fun decorating these together. His are more authentic looking than mine, of course. Mine are kind of wacky, it's like me. I was trying to make the eyeballs pop and I put too much icing on. This one went kerplunk. This one right here went kerplunk. Woo, kerplunk. This was a lot of fun. I discovered that and I knew this when I tried it before. The pumpkins and the leaves were much easier than the bats. Because I really don't know what a bat looks like. We didn't have a picture of a bat or anything. But we worked on it and we tried, and that's all we could do. But this was fun. I can't believe we did this together. I love these colors, orange and black and white. It's the color of Bengals football team. Right, Danny?
Yeah.
Okay, that is so cool. I love it. We're going to make more, and we're going to enjoy doing this through the whole month of November. I'm going to be making mostly pumpkins and leaves and turkeys. I'll be making turkeys too. The little doggies are dressed in their bat costumes. Now, if I just basted the cookies on these bats, it would be easy. I didn't have any white icing, but I wanted them to have faces, the bats to have faces. That's what's tricky. Hey, doggies. Yep, they're celebrating their Halloween. Smoochie's getting used to her costume, I think, but she's still not very happy. I'll probably have to take it off pretty soon. Well, we're going to say goodbye, and I just wanted you to see the doggies. I want to show you my costume. This is what I'm going to be tonight at the party that we're going to. I'm going to have a flower dress on, though. So, Day of the Dead girl. This is the only wig I could get. They didn't have a black wig at Family Dollar. I'm going to try one of these cookies before I say goodbye. I think I outdid myself this time. Okay. I was going to turn it off. Nope. I'm going to say happy Halloween to all of you. Stay safe. And I'll see you on the next one, good Lord willing.